This is going to take a minute for people to pop on and for it to connect because this is completely unannounced. So, and I can't share it to Facebook either because my other phone is connected. So, we're going to give it a minute. Make sure it pops on to YouTube. It'll take a little while to load to YouTube. So, just bear with me, y'all. Hey, y'all, when you pop in, say hi. It's just a quick impromptu. We're going to go through some stuff, but I got something to say right quick. Hey, Cool Gamer. What the fuck is in the air, Cool Gamer? I know you've been seeing some of the same shit I've seen because I've seen you in comment sections, and I'm like, what is happening here? Hey, Elle. Hey, y'all, I'm just popping in really fast. I have something to say, and I got to get off my chest because Elle, you are turning LB, not LG. Let's be very clear because LG popped in first, one of the first ones. Hey, y'all. LB, you might want to pull up a chair at 4 o'clock because your ass is getting drugged from here to the end of the fucking internet. You are a lying scumbag. That's what I've got to say to you. You're sitting there right now lying straight out your fucking ass to your followers. You know for a fact that Letitia was the one to ask for donations. You can go to her fucking Facebook and look. You are nothing but a liar. I've always heard that these anti-channels, the big anti-channels turn into their content. Well, honey, everything that you claim about your main content, you are doing. You are exactly like what you cover. You might want to stick to reality TV because true stories aren't your forte at all. And yes, Contessa is sick as fuck, but this bitch has done pissed me off. I am fired up. And I just left therapy. My therapist was like, oh, this is going to be a good day for you. And I said, yes, it is. I get to release all of this garbage. And you know what? I will continue to stand against liars and scum like that who continue to spread misinformation. I have nothing for these people except I am so disgusted. So disgusted. And here's the thing. There's a few of us willing to stand up and say something, but how many are there? We're defending somebody's life that most of us have never met, never talked to, never nothing. Why? Why do we feel so passionate about telling the truth about somebody else's life when nobody else is doing it? His own fucking family won't. They sit there and condone this shit. I've had it, y'all. I've had it. This is disgusting. You watch Goose this morning in her little feel bad for me because I'm in the middle of life. Guess what? So were all of the other people you drug into the middle of your bullshit that you doxed for Molly and gave her information to. You didn't give a shit about those people. You didn't give a shit about what they were going through, did you? And now we have little Miss, I got a Southern accent, so I'm going to act all sweet and innocent bullshit up here lying her ass off. Nah. They can keep their fuck shit on their side of the internet, but they're going to hear about it today because I have had it. This is some bullshit. All of these stupid updates. Y'all, nothing has changed in this story. He went into the hospital in a condition that was horrible. He has had small improvements that Dre reported. The only person that can give factual updates is Dre. And who is she talking to? Nobody. Wynette was just on with Molly and said that they haven't gone back. They don't even know where to go. But wait, Elle's on here telling everybody he got sent home. I'm sorry. Oh, Candy. Yeah, Candy thinks she's sly. I know exactly who that is, by the way. Yeah. Oh, I know a lot of them. See, this is the thing for me. Contessa hasn't had to go real life or even mention their names, but they've spent hours trying to find my identity because they won't talk about the facts. They have yet to address any questions that are legit that we have proof of. They won't talk about that shit. They're just going to continue to run and throw these freaking fires everywhere. And here we are defending, again, a family that most of us have no connection to. I've never met these people. I'm not friends with them. Nothing. I see a man in a family being drugged all over social media because of creators like this who should stick to reality TV because they have no moral or integrity whatsoever. Sorry, y'all. I'm pissed today. I am pissed. And I just went, like I said, we just got done with therapy. I was so pissed. I was sitting there and I couldn't message because I'm screen recording. All I had was my phone. My girls all were in therapy before. Yes, my kids go to therapy. And it's not because of me, because guess what? They're all downstairs hanging out, having the heck of a time. I'm way away from them. They go to therapy because life is fucked and people like this exist that sit and constantly lie and think that it's acceptable. Granny, I am so fired up. Hey, Miss Lee. Hey, Mocus. Yeah. The lawyer stuff, y'all, this is just getting interesting. They're still doing it, Mocus. There's people in her comments. But guess what? You want to know who Elle just turned into? Everything she criticizes KJ for, she just did herself. She didn't verify shit. She's just spreading false narratives, talking about other people's kids. Hey, it's fair game, right? They say these anti-communities turn into, oh, she's off, so maybe she'll pop in here and here. But don't worry, I'm coming back at 4. This is just a quick, I am pissed. So today is going to be a fun one. And if your schedule is busy at 4L, you might want to come back because I'm going to tell you some facts of the story that you're once again intentionally misrepresenting to your followers. The lawyer stuff's a fucking joke, y'all. Wynette, listen to the conversation Molly had with Wynette. Go listen to it from 2 nights ago? Sorry, y'all, I sound like a frog still. It's a non-update update, right? There's no attorney. Molly said flat out, maybe you guys should get that one attorney and all work together with her. I thought they had a court order. Huh? What happened to that court order? If there was an attorney and they're all sitting there saying, oh yeah, all these phone calls. Are you really serious that the attorney charged Letitia for all of these spam phone calls? Y'all need your heads examined if you believe these lies. Seriously, it's disgusting at this point. And for people to just continue to act like, oh, no big deal. And people that I even fuck with, like people that I like, are passing off misinformation. Granted, it's because they don't know. So then they're quick to correct it. But that's hard enough, let alone people out here like Elle intentionally doing this shit. She knows what she's doing. You notice Molly and Justin are quiet? You notice she said she texted Justin before all of this? Y'all, they're so, yeah, come on over, Elle, pull up a chair. 4 o'clock, your name is all over this. This is all about you, honey. You're going to get your front row seat on nonsense again. And you know what's fucked up? You know what's so fucked up? Contessa was giving her a chance to correct her shit. Like, I really thought, I was holding that hope thinking, you know what? She seemed like she had some integrity, some moral grounding. She'll come around. She'll see the truth. Holy shit, was I wrong on that one? She might be just as bad, if not worse, than Justin. Again, you can put lipstick on anything. People have moved on and don't care. Actually, there's a lot of people that care. There's a lot of people that care because people like this are still out here running with shit. Yeah, Mocus. Yeah. No common sense, right? Sorry, y'all. I haven't even said hi. I'm just ranting. I am fired up. Nobody even knew I was going live. I haven't shared it to Facebook. Nothing. I legit just popped on and said, I got to get this off my chest. But she's going to enjoy this dragging because I am fucking pissed. And I probably won't keep this one up because I've cussed a lot. But it's going to be fun. So we're going to break her video down based on the facts of what has happened. You know, her little, oh, so they got under $20,000. Really? Where's the facts on that one, Elle? Where'd you get that number? Me, because that was the number that they threw out there because nobody fucking knows. Because by the 14th or the 15th of July, we know she had $14,000 that we can verify. So where did you get your $20,000 when it's been what, 22 weeks since the incident? And probably at least 17 of those, there has been donations flowing. Come the fuck on. Like, we're going to play today, I guess. I guess they all woke up and decided Contessa's going to therapy today and sick. So we're just going to pull out the stops because Contessa needs a release. And so 4 p.m., I am going to release. But this time it's going to be on Elle in the facts. Hey, Amethyst. I didn't even tell them that I was going live. No. They have zero integrity, right? Exactly. Kirks, thank you. This is disgusting. And then they were sitting there mocking. Oh, y'all, she said that Dre made $900,000 in a month. Please tell me somebody I heard that wrong. Riri, travel safe. Did anybody else hear that bullshit? I mean, we're going to go over the complete video. And yeah, if she takes it down, I've got it screen recorded. We're good. And it will all be fair use. So try me. I don't care. But that's what I think they're doing. Oh, Amethyst. Elle just did an update on this situation. I was trying to message you guys, but I was at therapy and I only had my phone. So we've been sitting there and I was screen recording and I couldn't bop out and go back because I was afraid they were going to switch it. So I couldn't message you guys. Oh, yeah, it's a shit show. $900,000 to make $1 million in 1 month. That's exactly what she said. Yes, that's what she said. 4 p.m. is 2 hours from now. In 2 hours. I have to go get my kiddo here in a few minutes. That's why I popped on. I came home, brought 2 kids home. I have to go back and get the other one. So it's a mess. And I still sound like a frog, but y'all, what is happening? This week has been nuts. $900,000 in a month because she was trying to make $1 million in a month. What? Think about that. How is that fucking possible, y'all? I mean, it is possible, but and then when asked for proof of it, you know what she says? Oh, I deleted that screenshot, but yes, I have it in a screenshot. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I'm going to say it, but I don't have proof to show you. Hey, Elle, since I know you're watching, why don't you go do some research and actually get the facts? Hey, in your 30-minute breakdown video, why do you still have another little kid posted in that video passing it off as Dre's? Maybe you should have checked the first video you ever did on this and how much misinformation it was. If you need a breakdown of it, I did one. And that's only a little piece of the information we had at that time. But you using other people's children in your videos for content, trying to pass it off as Dre's child is pretty fucked. Oh, that's right, though. You sit on a high pedestal tool, too. Yep. Amethyst, 100%. That's exactly what they're doing. Yep. She just threw out all sorts of shit. She said that Letitia never asked for anything, that it came about because she said on live one night that they were going to just get in the car and go. They were just going to get in the car and go. They couldn't take it anymore. So Molly said, oh, it's a 20-hour drive. We've got to pitch in. I'm paraphrasing what Elle just said, but this is basically what she said. And again, we're going to go over the full video because it's disgusting. But she said, then Molly said, we got to help him out. So people started donating. That live, first of all, Elle, you missed the live on the 12th or the 11th when they all pitched in for an attorney. So again, this trip wasn't just on a whim like it was put off to be. And an agreement was reached also. If you think about that, like the timing, there was communication, still no attorney. But again, I digress. Yeah. There's just so much bullshit that she just said out there. Because once again, Letitia on her own Facebook page started asking for donations, started the GoFundMe with her family. But Elle just said that Letitia's never asked for anything besides prayers. Yeah, amethyst, right? Right? And then they add and put it all in 1 month, not a year, not a yearly goal, all into 1 month. It's all just for 1 month. Oh, her little husband can come up here and sit too, because I'll tell him what I think about him and his BS too. Because I watched him say that you'll never find somebody as sweet and nice and genuine as her. Well, one thing isn't is truthful or factual or ethical. And her morals, she's pretty much bankrupt on that too. So you can take your wife and go right back over to your hole unless you want to watch her get drug at 4 p.m. Because I'm going to drag her based on the facts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mocha's that's all of them, right? Yeah, she was a top seller. Oh, and that's another thing she said, y'all. She said that Dre could just go get a job because they were flipping out about somebody posting Dre's Cash App that supports Dre because Dre is supporting the entire household, all the animals, the kids. I mean, that's the first priority, of course, but Dre's got all the bills on her. And because she posted that and they thought it was just, how dare she? First of all, it's her husband that you guys are making how much money off of? Let's just talk about that without his consent. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm still not monetized either, and that's been my choice. So you can take that and stick it in your pipe too. Um, yeah, there's so much. Oh my gosh. Amethyst, you're going to, if you haven't seen this yet, we're gonna break it down at 4 o'clock. Nunya, if you I'll message her because she doesn't even know I'm on here either. I am this is BS, y'all. If somebody else wants to come up on panel and go with me breaking it through, we can do it. But them telling Dre to get a job, you might have to get a job. You might have to get a job. This was stated to be the Justice for Vaughn Fund L. That's in text message L from Letitia Bias herself. So you tell me it's the Justice for Vaughn Fund and not a single cent has been spent on Marvon or those children. Not a single cent. Make it make sense, Elle. You can't, can ya? Yep, Dre had a job, and I hope to God she takes every one of these people to court. I really do. I am there's 4 PM in 2 hours. I'm gonna come back. I have to run and get my little one. I just had to come on. I was, like, seething. I'm sure some of you were feeling the same exact thing watching this. It started off with Goose this morning. Like, that was a whole crock of shit. They won't address anything, which is fine. They only go to the drama. But Goose was blaming Tia again for shit that I don't even think Tia participated in, but nothing shocks me there. They just try to spin drama constantly. But starts off with Goose popping back up. Can't address anything, but she wants grace to be shown to her because she's going through a lot, which again, dementia is horrible. I've been there, done that. I don't wish it on anybody, but it's convenient that you want grace to be shown to you, but yet you have provided information to Molly how many times now about women, and she has drugged them all over social media with that information, and she has flat out said that you are the one that gave her the information. One of her investigators, right? You forget about that, Goose. So you want compassion shown to you, but you ain't going to show it to anybody else. Okay. That's all I needed to hear. Game on. You guys are not smart. You're not smart. When you're thrown a bone, you completely stand there and look at it and go, ooh, what should I do with that? Oh, continue to spin the lies I've been spinning. How do you think this is going to end up for y'all? You think you're just going to silence me? You're going to dox me and silence me? Dox me. I dare you, because that will only make it worse, because I'll sit here and tell you the same thing as myself. And you can dig into my life all you want. I don't care. The facts will not change. My identity has nothing to do with anything about the facts in this story and how many of you are twisting and turning things. Again, this is a person I don't even know. I don't know this man. I don't know his family. I don't know Dre. I was never a Dre follower. I followed her back in the day when she first started doing makeup. I watched her pop up here and there. I just went on my way. I never hated her, didn't like her, none of that. Like, I could see a change, but that wasn't like any of my doing. I came into this actually wondering and asking a lot of these questions. What happened? And then as the facts came out, I was able to base my opinion on the facts of the story. And unfortunately, the facts are the facts are the facts. Marvon did not have this cozy relationship with his biological family that you guys have all tried to put off. His biological family came to social media because that was their only option, because they have no legal standing in this whatsoever. Hence the reason why court orders have never been filed. Can you all make it make sense? There's still, oh, all of these refunds were done. Where? There hasn't been one person that has gotten a refund from Letitia Bias on any other thing besides GoFundMe to this date. Not a single one. So again, she randomly picked all of these requests and didn't issue a refund. Gotcha. Okay. And the updates. These are the same updates that they've been giving for what now? How long ago was that poem written? Anybody got a date on that? I know I have it somewhere, but I can't get to it. Hey, y'all, pop it in. Sorry, I am on it today. I am like, I haven't talked like all week, and now it's just like seething out my pores. And again, isn't it odd though? We calm down, stop calling them out, kind of give them some leeway, see where what things are gonna fall. If they're gonna take the opportunity and the bone thrown to them and correct their misinformation and try to do Marvon's story justice. And what do we get? We got a temperature reading for sure, but it's a fiery load of shit again. Oh, Brie, I sound like crap. Sorry, y'all. She has not refunded a dime. Yeah, Moonlight, she hasn't. And this is just disgusting. Y'all, there's 81 of you here, and you're all like, oh shit. Again, sorry, I just popped on to talk some shit right quick because I was pissed. This is just disgusting. I am so disgusted with human beings at this point in time. How is it that 8 and 9-year-olds can grasp these concepts and these adults can't? How is that possible? Can anybody tell me? Because we're talking about people with educations, brains, like these people are intentionally passing off misinformation. Intentionally, y'all. Hillbilly, absolutely great question. She says they had no other choice, so they came to social media. Bullshit. There was communication happening. Dre had tried to communicate with them how many different times? How many times did Wynette refuse to communicate with them back? Sorry, you can hear my dog walking around. I'll be back on at 4. So in like 2 hours or an hour and 45 minutes, y'all, we're going to come on and we're going to break this shit down because I am done. You can see I was sitting there literally like getting so fired up. And again, like it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know. Here's my thing. You have two options, right? You look at a story. This is a tragic story. There's a family involved, kids involved. There is somebody life that is going to be forever changed. No matter which way you feel about anything. And she not only disparaged his story, but then she disparaged the attempt even. Yeah, there's a whole piece in that we're going to have to put a trigger warning into this because not only did she disparage him in his story by continuing this false narrative. But then she even took it to another level and talked about his mental state. And that to me, right then and there, yeah, yeah, your ass is getting drugged and you deserve it. You are turning into, and you just did the same things I've seen you critique Katie for, the exact same things that you go at Katie for, you just did yourself. So what are we going to call you? KJ number 2? Is that what you want to be called? Because that's a sure as shit what you just did. You talk so much about what she does wrong, and you just did the same things. She doesn't fact check. You sure as hell didn't. And that is proven by facts. Facts that Molly, Letitia, Wynette, Marvon Sr., they themselves have said. Tragedy pimps. Yeah, she's trying to separate herself from that too, y'all. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I could have given it. It's 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyone else beside me here? Flapper Lips say she's going to Dre's. She tried. She was begging Wynette the other night. Yeah. Hey, B. Hey, Julia. Hey, everybody popping in. Sorry, y'all again. Sorry. Yes, Bree. She begged. We haven't even gone over that video. Y'all, there's so much. And I'm going to try to catch up, but we're starting with this L1 because I'm pissed. There's been all of these creators have been giving updates now on the Marvon story again. And the other night, Wynette came on with Molly and Justin, and Molly begged Wynette to let her go to Arizona with her, basically. And Wynette didn't say anything. It was actually kind of funny. But we have the full video of that too. Oh, you're good. You're totally good. You can say whatever you want. Nobody cares in here. Say whatever you want. We're not call it what we call it like it is. This is no sugarcoating shit anymore over here. Like, I'm done. Gloves are off. Again, I'm spending my time and energy defending a human being because it's the right thing to do, not because I have a personal interest in this. This is a complete stranger to me. But God forbid this ever happened to my family. I would hope that somebody would do it for my kids. I would hope that somebody would have enough common decency in them to say what's being done and what's being done to the story will forever impact those children. And somebody needs to right those wrongs. Again, the family's not doing it. We saw Wynette. Well, I was going to go there, so I'll say that first. Letitia claims that she takes care of her grandkids, likes to help with her grandkids, her daughter's children and stuff. That's great. What about Marvon's children? How are they helping them right now through one of the roughest times of their life? I want to know that. Wynette, you sent money to Molly, which was read out on live on purpose for a show for this reaction, which Elle just twisted that all up too, which is pretty funny. But that was absolutely done intentionally again for a reaction. But what have you sent Dre for your other grandkids? You sent Molly money for her son for school shopping. I guess I know that the kids are unschooled, homeschooled, whatever you want to call it. None of our business. But what did you do for them? Because not a single cent of the Justice for Vaughn fund has actually been spent on Marvon or those children. Has it? Hillbilly, oh, Chatty, hey. It's just disgusting though, y'all. It's disgusting. Thanks, Lucy, for being here. Y'all, thank you so much for all of you being here and supporting me. Like, I know I'm not alone. Y'all are doing great. Kathy P is putting videos out. Y'all check out the other pages, but we're a small group. We are a very small group of people who are focused on the facts. And again, 99% of us have no connection to the story or this family whatsoever. We're just doing it because it's another human being that we value. And that's all it should be. Hold on just a second. I got to mute. Sorry, y'all. My oldest is gonna go get my youngest for me, actually. But I'm gonna still pop up here, and I'm actually before we do this, I'm gonna do my nutty pot and drain my sinuses so I can sound a little bit better. Hey, Nanya. Nanya, don't go back and watch the beginning of this. You're gonna be like, Contessa, what somebody needs to give Contessa a chill pill. I'm mad. I'm pissed today. I'm pissed. Hey, Karma, welcome. Hey, y'all, thanks for popping in. Yeah, this is just, it sucks. It's just, it sucks. I don't get it. I don't understand these people. I'll never understand it, and thank God I won't. But it's disgusting. It's just pure disgusting. She sat there and lied through the entire, like, she started on lies and just kept right on rolling, right on rolling. Then she says, "Oh, she might need to go get a job." That was one of the top icing on the cake for me. I'm like, "Wait, but you're making money off of dragging her on the internet and she needs to get a job." Holy shit, the world we live in. Happy Friday, y'all. Moonlight, I love the honest people too. I really do. It's rare to find people that actually just stand up for what's right without any concern. Kathy P, keep up the good work. Kathy P's been out there throwing out videos, trying to get the truth out too. This is just madness, though. It's Ice Queen, that's me too. And flat out lie. Like, again, you have a choice of doing a little bit research. It would take you 10 minutes, which we know they know. They know this stuff. They're so invested. They watch every post that's put on Facebook. They know exactly what's happening. But instead of being truthful, they continue to lie to cover their asses. Oh, Nanya, we're gonna watch it at 4 p.m. I muted through a lot of it. I was in therapy and then needed to come home, so I couldn't message you guys. I was fuming because I only had one device and I was like, there's so much I want to say. But we're gonna go over the whole thing because this is bullshit. Yeah, it does. They don't care how it affects somebody's real life. Yeah, Mokus, she did it to herself. That's what I can say too. I started this off and said, pull up a seat because I'm dragging your ass from one side to the other of the internet today at 4 p.m. You can be front and center if you would like. Pull up your chair, Elle, because this will all be dedicated towards you. I skipped over all of the other content just for this because you came out firing in the hole with more nonsense. Right, Amethyst? Right. Yeah, Nunya, that would be great. That would be great. It would yeah, you're probably gonna if you listen to the beginning of this and hear how pissed I am, you'll understand how bad it is. Like, I don't get this heated, but I think it was a combination of Goose coming out this morning too, and just, they pulled that whole thing. They know most people were up watching streams, so a lot of people had gone to bed. They pick their timing when they try to do stuff like that very specifically for a very targeted audience. And then that was the kicker this morning, which was nothing but addressing drama and bullshit, but we're going to call Goose out on that shit too. So Goose can honk some more all over because she wants compassion for herself, but yet has none for anybody else. So she can go get fucked too. And then Elle decides to grace us with her presence today with a bunch of bullshit. So here we are. I guess I put fuck around and find out yesterday on one of my posts, and I guess they wanted to. So here we go. Ooh, Amethyst and Nanya. Ooh. Oh, Riri, yeah. I heard. Yeah, I heard. What she also said something about this is the hearsay or something, and or Molly and Justin gave this update. Well, there's your first problem right there. Like, they don't base anything off facts, and she should know that. Again, they're about self-preservation in their own channels because Elle's got a pretty good sized channel. Elle grew significantly through this, and Elle has not gotten quite the attention that Molly's gotten. So I think we're going to redirect a little bit and put a little bit more fire on Elle and Justin and highlight what they actually do in their stories. I'm not going to touch the reality TV shit because I could care less what they do there. That's most of it's fabricated anything. But we have seen she's morally bankrupt. She lies easily. Her sweet Southern accent is all great. Her accent's cute. But that charming, sweet, innocent thing is just not there. And today she showed that 100%. Hey, Ritz Mom. Yeah, let's see those texts from Justin, Elle. Let's see those messages. Let's do it. Hey, Navy. Ooh, her ass is gonna get lit. And again, they are so concerned about who I am. I've never, ever gone at them about their lives, anything, but they sit here and talk about other people's children, what's happening in other people's homes, but then they cry wolf if anybody touches theirs. Here's the thing. I don't have to touch your real life. I don't have to. You're doing it yourself. You're doing everything that's going to come from this. You've done yourself. I don't have to do any of it. That's why I don't touch people's real lives. I don't do stuff like that unless it's a safety, like unless there's a major issue that something needs to be done, then I will, of course, intervene if I have to. Or if authorities need like the information as far as like scam receipts, we've done that before. I'll provide that 100%. But I do not have to go real life and start digging and throwing out all of their stuff. I don't have to do that. We just have to base the stuff on the facts. Lucy, yeah, she had that opportunity. And remember, this was a choice. This was a choice. This was an absolute choice. So we've backed off her. And you guys have heard me say, if anybody's watched streams that we've talked about, I've been pretty kind when it comes to her. And I've said, she even came in here when that bitch even came in my comment section one day and sat here, hearing the facts, and then continued to go spread misinformation. That's a choice she made. Angie. It won't be late. Y'all, I'm gonna hop off and go do my neti pot and everything so we can come back in a few. I'll continue. I'll stay on for just a few more minutes, but we are gonna break down these videos because what time UK? What time is that? An hour and 45 minutes to now is when we're gonna start the breakdown of the video. We'll watch the whole thing based on fair use. So, oh, maybe I should change her voice and put a thing over her face too, since she doesn't like being talked about. But her audience needed an update. Yeah, her audience needed an update. So they're going to create one. That's the funny thing to me is they all try to talk shit about each other. Like these creators have all said, I don't like this one because this is what they do. This is what they do. And this is what they do. They do the exact same freaking shit. Everybody has told me that the people in those extreme anti-communities become their content 100% truthful. Everything that I've heard Elle call Katie out for, she just did herself. Interesting dynamic how that switches around, huh? Brie, it's really hard when I'm all clogged up. Sherry, yeah, Sherry had a lot to say in there. Sherry was going. Do you guys want me to leave the comments in the video? Again, I'm not using her YouTube thing. I'm going to use mine and edit it. So, because they like to play these stupid little games because they don't like to be called out on their shit. I've heard. I don't know. Strike away. I don't care. But I will be tweaking it a little bit. But do you guys want the comments left in the video of the people? We can even look at those too when we're going, or do you want just the video? Tell me what you think. Moonlight. Oh, y'all, me being sick too is not a good time. Like I am an asshole when I'm sick. Well, I'm an asshole in general, but when I'm sick, I'm like even more blunt, and that's the gloves just come off. But it's sad. It's sad when my adult child can be sitting there and picking out lies just off stuff she's heard me talk about. She doesn't even have a clue 99% of anything. No clue. But she could debunk stuff that Elle was saying. My 20-year-old adult child, based off of facts. And again, we're not just saying these are facts, they're proven facts. People are saying, I just recently saw a screenshot. That screenshot's been out here for months. It's been out here for months. It's in videos, it's on Facebook. I just reposted it the other day. Like, yes, there's new eyes out here. And so people are seeing more and more. But this information has been here for months. They're just not doing their due diligence and they're choosing to continue to pass off misinformation. This is a choice they're making. Leave the comments. Okay. All right. Wondering Spirit. Thanks for joining. Sheila, yeah, you're okay. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys are gonna have fun. This is gonna maybe we should all sing like a USA song before Kumbaya. I don't freaking know. Maybe we all need to meditate before because I just came out of therapy and I was still like this. That says a lot, y'all. If I come out of therapy weekly on Friday, still rolling like this, and I said to my therapist, I said, this is going to be, and she's like, this is a great release. It is. Yep. The Southern charm thing don't really fly when it's a bunch of bullshit. And I love the Southern accent and the sweet. Like, I was so genuinely thought that she was going to be different than what she is. I had her pegged so different. So different. You were being rude because you asked a question. You probably asked a question that they don't want to answer, so therefore it's always rude. It's disgusting. Leave the comments. I will. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me go do my neti pot. Yes, Mochus, I hope some of them come over here. There was some of them that were genuinely asking questions in her audience that I think genuinely want to know because they have seen bits and pieces, and so they really do want to know. There was another lady that said, look, in all transparency, if somebody said that they were collecting donations, and again, I'm paraphrasing, I'll point the comment out when we get there. But she said basically, if she donated to somebody and it was supposed to be for legal fees, that's what it was set for. Again, it was called the Justice for Vaughn Fund, Letitia's words. That's in a post on Facebook. The screenshots are all there. It's also in videos. You can go see it yourself. But she said she would be completely upset if she found out that the money was being spent to other places. And she thinks that people are owed an answer if that's the case. And they like skirted over it like, oh, yeah, that's not the case. Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is the case. And that's why people started asking questions. The first refund was asked for on July 8th or 10th, 8th or 10th. 8th through the 10th. I have to look at the screenshot now because I'm going to second guess myself. I think it was the 8th. Letitia, in a text message on the 8th, says that people were asking for refunds. And then I have a refund confirmation again from July 10th that somebody was asking for a refund. People were asking questions. But we're going to go through all of this. Yeah, Tamara, I agree. I did it again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Mean names. Can I just nickname everybody? Yeah, Mochus, wasn't that interesting of who it was? But it's how they phrase it too. Like if you come out asking a question that they know the answer to and they don't want to tell it, if you phrase it in ways like that are kind of open-ended and broad, a lot of times they'll let them slip through if they're a member. But if it's somebody else, oh, hell no, you're blocked right away. Call me Tam. Yeah, the 8th. It was the 8th and then the 10th. We have screenshots of all of it, though. They were talking about it. We have all of their communication between the admins and Letitia from the 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's all posted. So if you guys want to see some of these facts, shit that we're going to go over in an hour and a half. There is so many posts on Facebook, y'all. And you got to go back because I've been posting about this stuff since middle of July. I think something like that. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, she made it a blanket statement, so it wasn't as specific, but you could catch what she was throwing down. And she was right, but they wouldn't come out and tell her, yes, that is the situation. Of course, they wouldn't. But thank you. Thank you for subbing, everybody. Hey, Haley. Okay, y'all, let me go do my neti pot. I got to try and clean these sinuses out some. I got to get me something to drink up here, so I have that. And I'm going to change her voice a little bit because I'm not going to play their strike games. I'm not a monetized channel. They don't like being talked about, but the facts are the facts and they're going to hear them. And if they don't want to hear it, too bad. It's still going to get out there. So they can do as they please. But yes, maybe we should all sage. I probably need to sage my house, actually. That would probably be a good idea. Granny tea, that would be great. Thank you. They won't show receipts because they don't have any. And you know what? That's the funny part. Anybody new here that's never watched before that came from L's and you're waiting for me to drag L at 4 p.m. Worst, it'll happen. So it's coming up. But in the meantime, I encourage you to go to the Arizona court systems, the website. Again, a lot of this stuff is linked in descriptions of videos of mine. You can go search yourself. Go search and see if anything has ever been filed on behalf of Marvaughn. You're going to find out that no, there isn't. And how long ago did they tell us that a court order was filed? Crazy, huh? A long time ago, they told us. Oh, they have receipts. They have receipts. They have text messages and all that stuff. They just don't want to see us because they don't want us to know what's in them. Yeah. There's receipts. They have text messages. They have all sorts of stuff, but it's just not what they want it to be. So they aren't going to provide those. Hell no. Absolutely, Sarah. Mochas, you're good. Yeah. Yep. We won't block them unless they get stupid and then, whatever. But no, they need to learn. But here's the thing. She sat here in the comments on videos. She knows this all exists. She knows the facts are out there and they still intentionally continue to pass off misinformation. This is a choice that they're making, y'all. A choice. So with that said, I'm going to hop out of here. I got to go do these things right quick and get ready because 4 p.m. Y'all, if you haven't watched it, be prepared. If you're easily irked by hearing people lie over and over again, this will trigger you. And there is some things that she says in there too that I'm just like, it's degrading enough what they're doing, but to take it to those levels absolutely is unnecessary. All right. Yeah, I agree. Oh, another profile change. I don't even recognize anybody's. Angie, rightfully so. And that's, you know what? That's the right thing to do. Oh, Haley, it'll be fun. Come back in an hour and 17 minutes. We're going to be right back. We're going to do, Elle just did an entire video, an update on no updates. There is no update, y'all. There is no update. Like, this is the most unupdated. How many updates have we seen now off of a non-update? I mean, this has been happening for weeks. Holy shit. Hey, Linda. Okay. I'll be back, y'all. If you get a chance, the email, go watch 20 minutes of the live. Riri, I will. Perfect. You have a safe flight. Will you be here? Or are you going to be in the air? Well, if you're here when I get back, I'll see you then. If not, have a safe flight. And everybody else, I will see y'all in a few. Nanya, if you want to hop on and react live with me, you can. Amethyst, same thing. You can. Anybody else? Well, not anybody, because some of y'all might really go off the deep end with some of this, but We will be back. Okay. Get out of here. Nonsense. We're off. Oh, y'all, and I'm probably not going to keep this one because I really cussed a lot in the beginning. Well, actually, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Okay. We'll be back. Goodbye.